let's talk about the build, but in a bubble, I had made a post about this. I think that if you just look at what happened last night, that was a brilliant segment with
Hmm.
Gunther. He's very witty, and like with even the reference, I heard this A Kid. That was Axiom's wrestling name when he was on the independent circuit, A Kid,
Mm.
and I thought that was pretty clever. And I did not expect to see Axiom wrestle on a Friday Night SmackDown, especially against Gunther, because Gunther's not supposed to be there.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
this
even
is
know Axiom was even from Spain, which is the reason why he brought him out. And I was, oh, okay. I didn't realize it. Oh shit. Okay, thank you. But yeah,
so
it's
I,
funny.
I thought that was very fresh. And Axiom put up more of a fight. He did something that somebody of his stature, what I mean by that is somebody from NXT, you wouldn't think that anybody absent Obafemi maybe, and maybe like anybody, maybe Trick Williams, I don't know, would kick out of a powerbomb from Gunther. But Axiom
Oh
did.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, that
And
was impressive.
so this is what I say about his presentation. They didn't just have him come out there and look like a chump just because he's a hometown hero and have Gunther embarrass him. That would be absolute worst case scenario. For one, you're burying the NXT show as a whole. You're burying the NXT Tag Team division. You're also burying Axiom. So that would have been absolute worst case scenario, and they didn't do that. So even though he did have to lose the match, they did make it to where he looked like a scrappy baby face in his hometown. He got just welcomed by everybody there, and I just thought that this was great. He even hit his finisher and got the kicked out of it. So even like I said in defeat, he looked great, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this translates into his future moving forward because this was a this was very well executed. It was extremely fresh. This is the kind of excitement and unpredictability we need on our wrestling shows. I'm not saying people that are on SmackDown going to Raw, but I'm all for people from NXT making appearances sporadically on the main roster shows. And they've done this. They've had a little bit more flexibility and willingness to do this on Friday Night SmackDown because even when we had the Meta Girls with Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, how they came up to SmackDown for a few weeks. They had a brief foray there, and then I swear there was somebody else from NXT that made a SmackDown appearance somewhere around that time too. But just that's a neat way to freshen things up, especially with the men's U.S. Championship division. They could definitely use somebody from NXT to come up and do something just because of how stagnant they are.